Hare Krishna, a very warm welcome from Krishna Stories, spiritual vitamins for a healthy soul. Today's story is Panduranga. No one will let me enter the temple because of this disease. I want to have your darshan at least once in my lifetime, prayed by joining his hands to the Lord. A simple story to explain this. Let's get into the story. Vidyananda Bhosle, a scholar, lived in Pandaripuram. He had a lot of arrogance about his education and knowledge. Disciples, is there anyone in this world who is equal to me in education and knowledge? He asked arrogantly. Disciples said, Sir, we are the tribal worms in front of you. However, Vidyananda had great devotion to Panduranga. He would bathe in the river every morning and start other work after visiting Panduranga with rituals. A person who was suffering from leprosy lived in a hut on the bank of the river. He used to bathe daily on the banks of the river towards the temple. Panduranga, no one will let me enter the temple because of this disease. He prayed the Lord, Lord Panduranga, I need to have a darshan of yours at least once in my life. Disciples, the coming Kartika Ekadashi has gained immense power. Fasting on that day and the next Dwadasi day, drinking the Tulsi Tirtha before sunrise, donating food for the guest and end the fast, said the scholar. On the day of Kartika Ekadashi, the leper tried to go to the temple by bathing in the river. Vidyananda Bhosle then told his disciples that the temple vision was over. He shoved his hand towards the leper. Alas, this awkward person is coming to the temple, shouted him to chase him. The devotee regretted what had happened and wept all night. Do you refuse to let me in? When will I get your vision, Lord? Lord, I prayed to the Lord in my heart to have mercy on this deaf man. How can I live without you? The next day on Dwadasi, Vidyananda tried to feed the guests. But what's this? Did no one come to accept food from me? They say it is already ingested and for many other reasons. Do we have to end the fast ourselves? He lamented, thinking. When Vidyananda returned home after fasting, even that leper got Aditi, not only available to me. Vidyananda Bhosle spoke to himself. Vidyananda went to the side and stared in disgust at who the guest was. What is this? Isn't Panduranga Vittalan accepting the food from that leper? That stood trembling. Bhosle returned home with the remorse. Hey Lord, how is that leper higher than me? Why did you ignore me? He lamented. Panduranga appeared in Vidyananda's dream that night. Vidyananda, due to your arrogance, your deep knowledge and devotion have become useless. But that devotee had only the pure devotion I wanted, so I became addicted to his devotion and went as his guest, said the Lord. Panduranga, the sea of mercy, by your grace I have realized that intimate devotion is more true than rituals. Vidyananda cried graciously and prayed that my arrogance is lost. Vidyananda immediately drove to the patient's hut. Sir, Panduranga himself appreciates your true devotion. With less devotion, we are going in search of Panduranga. But that Vittala comes in looking for you. Excuse me, I'm so sorry for insulting you. Finally, both of them praised the Lord by singing Jai Jai Vittala, Jai Hari Vittala, Panduranga Vittala. Vidyananda Bhosle lost his pride in leper's feet singing that slogan. Thank you for listening to this story. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanam.